Hey guys, I am Chris Scaler.
And I'm Professor Gijin Cosplay, and tonight we're watching with you guys the finale of Code Geass. Yeah, we're still technically in costumes.
Well, yeah.
Technically.
See, if you saw the last episode, you know the story. Lockdown again, code red in our city.
Yeah.
Fucking shit COVID happening. We can't buy fabric, so we did this. Casual.
We didn't want to make you wait so long for just 2 episodes, so...
Yeah, like it happened with Dororo and Hunter x Hunter, so... So, it's looking like Light Yagami from Death Note and an aristocrat, I guess. Well, he kinda look like Schneisel.
I'm looking at the lead singer of Versailles.
You kinda do. But it's looking like this that we're gonna watch the final episode of Code Geass. It's been a long time coming. Wow, it's been so long and I'm so ready for this finale.
Are you though?
No! We discussed a little bit last episode what might be happening in this one. We think that Lelouch's plan is to die to force change onto people. He got rid of a lot of people that wanted to control the world. He got Schneisel, he checkmate Schneisel like a badass. Because Schneisel never really intended to fight for his happiness or to fight for his life. He's not used to this.
If it's not a true win opportunity, he's just gonna not fight for it and just flee.
Yeah,
just like I tried to do, basically.
He wasn't used to struggling.
No.
So that's a huge difference between Lelouch and Schneisel. So now Schneisel was facing Lelouch, and Lelouch said, with his Geass on, "You're gonna obey Zero." Which is interesting to me because he didn't say you're gonna obey me. You're gonna obey Zero, which could be anyone because Zero is but a persona.
Zero is an idea.
Yes. So interesting. Dianhard is dead. Karen fought Situ and she won. I'm guessing Situ she still had her.
No, she did.
She doesn't have her immortality anymore, right? But she escaped, right? We saw her.
She escaped.
Okay. You've got Suzaku who fought what's his name? Gino, thank you. He won, but Gino did what he wanted to do. So I mean, the fight is in Damocles right now.
Well,
everyone is gonna go there and
Suzaku is fighting Karen now.
Well, yeah, but there's
right
there's too much stuff happening inside Damocles for us to worry about Suzaku now.
Yeah.
Because the Damocles is rigged with flayers and it's gonna blow up if we don't stop Nunnally from. And Nunnally opened her eyes.
See now.
She opened her eyes. So Lelouch is facing his sister. Let's see what he tells her. I mean, you don't have a great record for telling the truth to people you care about, but now would be the time to explain a little bit, dude.
Yeah, open your heart, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyway, let's see what happens.
Alright.
Final episode. Let's go.
Oh,
knowing this was gonna happen doesn't fucking make it easier. Woo! I wasn't expecting to cry this much, but it got intense. Woo!
You know what I'm trying not to laugh at?
What?
When we saw C2 in the cart, we didn't see the driver's face.
I know.
And for a second, I thought when she said Lelouch come, is Lelouch still alive and just riding the cart with her?
I don't know. Like if he did steal his dad's immortality, it could happen. But he did look dead on that cart at the end. You know, he did look dead. His dad, when he almost died, you know, he didn't look like that.
Yeah. That was freaking sad, man.
That was woo.
I'm glad though that at the end of it, Nunnally and Karen all see what was Lelouch's plan.
The people that he loved understood what he did. That was really important because god damn it, if they did not, that would have been so unfair. So fucking unfair. Everyone that he loved understood. And that's great. I'm really sad, so I'm sorry. Whew.
It's it's also sad though that we truly wishes for Lelouch and Suzaku to work together and make amends and be able to be friends again. And at the end they did.
And it hurt him so much to kill him, you know?
Yeah.
He did it though. He was looking, like Suzaku was looking for, I have a hard time talking, so I'm sorry. Suzaku was looking for a punishment for what he did because he took his dad's life and he kind of, like Karen was saying, like he was forcing his idea of the perfect world onto people, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't want his dad to keep fighting, so he took that choice right out of him and he killed him. And he's been suffering with that forever. And he asked Lelouch, like, what the perfect punishment would be. Well, the perfect punishment for him is to stop being Suzaku. Suzaku made that mistake, so he killed Suzaku and he became the symbol of peace. The very thing he was fighting at the beginning, but now he's accepted that that's the way to go. He's the symbol. True. And it's true, like, Suzaku is dead. Now he's just gonna impersonate Zero for the sake of humanity. And just like, we guessed it, right? We hit the nail right on the head. And Nonali wanted to do the same thing, you know?
But with the Damocles.
With the Damocles, which is to make, well, Lelouch wanted to make himself the symbol of hatred, you know? The worst of the worst out there, so that when you kill him, when you get rid of him, no one has anger for anyone. It's not a question of, you know, sometimes you, what movie or show was it? I think it's in Avatar: The Last Airbender, but you remember at the end of Avatar when Iroh is telling Zuko that Zuko has to be the one to overthrow Azula, and Aang has to be the one, like, I'm sorry, I'm throwing Avatar stuff here, but Aang, the Avatar, has to be the one to kill Ozai, because if Iroh kills Ozai, no matter his intentions, it's just going to be seen as a brother killing a brother for power, you know? Well, Zero in this case is the Avatar, you know? He's a symbol. He represents someone or something that has no passion for himself, no goal.
The Knight of Justice. Someone was fighting for the weak who cannot defend themselves.
Yeah, someone that represents everyone else, but doesn't have personal goals, you know? Yeah. And if that symbol kills the ultimate evil, well, then no one is going to have, no one's going to want revenge, no one's going to want to fight back, no one's going to want to destroy what he's doing. So maybe in the future, someone will rise and will want to overthrow this peace that he's created, but he's bought them a lot of years, a lot of time at peace after everything that happened with the Emperor.
True.
And he made him, so like, that callback of him saying, like, no one that kills, people that kill should be, willing to die themselves. I'm like, that's what he told Clovis, right? That's just like right from the beginning. And I'm like, for him to bring it back at the end, like, oh, that was so well done.
He is right, though. If you're willing to kill somebody else to achieve a goal or to make something, you technically had to be prepared to die yourself, right?
Yeah.
And there's a thing that he said that I found really interesting, though. It's easier to pitch someone as the true evil of the world than a system like a Damocles was, because with a system, it's way harder to try to find a way to defeat it.
You don't feel it, when you destroy a system, they're still the people that created the system, you don't have a sense of victory if you destroy a machine or just if you destroy hierarchy. They're still the people that were part of it, it doesn't give you fulfillment. It doesn't work. When you kill someone and you put all the blame on that person, it liberates you. It liberates everyone.
There's just a thing though that I find really a bit naive though. I think it's a bit naive to believe that by killing the true evil of the world that you're gonna bring world peace. That's not life.
I don't think that was the goal though. Not to bring world peace, but to bring change. To start anew. He basically took all that was wrong with the world. He made himself the sole culprit, the one that was at the source of everything that was wrong. So Britannia being the ultimate leader, the 11s and the other, you know, people from the other settlements having to go by numbers and not being, you know, on the same level as the Britannians and stuff, and slavery and war and stuff. He took this, he made himself the culprit, the person responsible, and by killing himself, he put an end to the current war, the problems that they had now. So now they can, like you said, they can all sit around together, all the world leaders, the people that survived, and really talk about what the future is going to be. Like you said, and I love this because that's the last thing he says, but he destroyed the world, so, and he created a new one, basically. So he destroyed what was, so that they all had a chance to have a new start, a new beginning. It worked for him, you know, and now, I mean, he's gone, so he doesn't give a shit what happens next, but for as long as he's concerned, that's working. He's got the people that care in charge, the people that don't, slave to the persona that's never going to disappear, because like I said, it could be anyone under the mask. Suzaku is liberated from his grief and his, like, he has a mission now that's going to make him feel like he's helping, which is going to save him. Nunnally understood what was going on with her brother in the end. And by the way, how fucking heart-wrenching was it to hear her scream as people are saying, like, oh, Zero, you know, which it's... Yeah. And he is Zero, you know, he is the one that started this. So I'm like, they're cheering his death, they're cheering his plan, they're cheering him without knowing. And she's just screaming. And the actress, though, the voice actress was amazing.
Do you think, though, that maybe if Lelouch was more straightforward with his sister, and that she told him that all I need is to be with you, brother, and I don't care that we're in hiding, I'm just happy to live with you, maybe things would have been different?
I think he would have still gone for the plan, because Nunnally was what started it all, but his feeling of being weak was fueled. It started with Nunnally, but it was fueled with his own sense of being nothing in the eyes of his dad, and then after that he saw people suffering around him every day, and we saw him see this before, and he did, like, we could say that he didn't give a shit about the 11th, but we saw him defend them several times when he wasn't Zero, when he was Lelouch.
True.
And, you know, he's saying, he was looking at these people and being like, this is stupid how you're doing this, and, you know, it's sad, but that's the way of the world. And he was telling Karen, like, what do you want me to do? Like, you can't rebel like this and change that person's life. It's not gonna make any difference. That person is gonna go back home, and it's just, the shit is gonna keep happening. But he did help that person too, you know? So he understood that real change could not happen on a very small level. It had to happen on a huge level. But he did care. So not only telling him, making him understand that, hey, I don't care about my status. I don't care about where I am now. I just want to be with you. I don't think it would have changed anything, because he felt trapped. He felt, you know, that they were weak and they were at the mercy of the system, basically, of his dad's choices. And so he would have still gone with the plan. And at the end, when he chose to do the Zero Requiem, I feel like telling Nunnally wouldn't have helped. He needed her to be a martyr. He needed her to gain the pity of the people that were not chained. Like, she's, like I said, like in last episode or 2 episodes ago, I can't look at Nunnally and not feel bad for her, because she looks so innocent. Well, by chaining her up, he's bound to gain a lot of pity for her. You can't do that and not be hated.
Pity for her and hate it for him,
Yeah. So he protected. Now he's such a great character. You know, a lot of people are comparing him to Light Yagami. But that's a huge difference, because Lelouch was willing to suffer, sacrifice himself, die, for the sake of his dream and his sister's dream and everyone else's dream, for people. Whereas, Light wanted to make, like, he was willing to kill anyone for his dream. So it's the contrary. So Lelouch was willing to die for the people, and Light was willing to kill the people for his dream. So, but yeah, I love how this show didn't hide from telling us what was gonna happen, because I mean, like you said, and that was a weird conversation we had about the Requiem thing, but you were saying, like, I mean, the name of the plan is right there in the open. You know, we know what they're doing. They're telling us what they're doing. We might not know the details, but we know where this is going. And I think we predicted Lelouch's death in season 1.
Well, we said that we couldn't see a happy ending for him.
No.
Because by starting a revolution, a change in the world, well, he's gonna die trying to achieve it, or
you know, well, even back then, he made himself the villain. He kind of did. He was willing, like, to kill people and manipulate people for his dream, which is why I was saying I don't really see a happy future for him, because this persona is always gonna be, like, right there above him. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not exactly that way that stuff happened, but we kind of predicted that he wasn't gonna be able to survive. And in this case, he took this, because was he gonna ever be able to survive in a changed world? No, because if he didn't die, the changed world wouldn't have happened. You know? Yeah. So he destroyed the system, took care of everyone that was a problem.
Can we say that at the end of it, he checkmated the world, or the world checkmated him?
Oh, he won. He checkmated the world.
Yeah.
But for their sake.
Yeah. He
was really playing for them, you know? So he did everything perfectly. And like I said, this show didn't hide the clues that this was gonna happen. But it still hurt so much, you know? That last episode, I gotta say, I think that it was so beautifully done. The music was so cool, so nice. I swear to God, I'm adding it to my playlist, like, right after this. The music, the screams, the voice acting, the people realizing what was going to happen in the few seconds it took for him to be killed. His last words to Suzaku crying because, you know, despite the fact that they were working together, it wasn't like they were friends again, you know? They were never there. And when they were at school together, before he knew that Lelouch was Zero, there was still so many lies between them. And now at the end, they're just in the open. Both of them are in the open, and they accept that this is how things have to be. And Suzaku crying, and Lelouch basically giving him his persona. It makes sense. It's perfect. It's sad as fuck, but it's perfect. I see why this show really became popular.
It was a nice journey, though, to watch it.
Yeah. It's so sad. I expected, since I had a feeling that Lelouch was going to die, I expected to cry when he did, but I surprised myself. I was so gone. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think that I cried that much since Yuffie's death.
I didn't even cry did I cry when Yuffie died? A little bit.
No,
I think I had I think I had teary-eyed, but this was hard. This was so hard. I think last time I went this far crying was even Breaking Bad didn't make me cry like this.
No. I think I cried way harder for Ozymandias than I did for.
Oh yeah, I did cry. Yeah, I know, but
yeah, it was really nice.
You know,
it was a nice ending. Yeah.
It was a long that it's been a while since I had like I was crying so much like that I couldn't control my sobs, you know. But that was worth it. And we're finally done with Code Geass.
Finally, it's been a while.
I mean, I'm sorry for how long it took, but I'm glad we reached the end, because that last episode was definitely the best episode in this show.
It was nice. It was really nice. Sad, but nice.
For all his dramatics, I never imagined I would be so for Lelouch. You know, I would be so sad at him dying with everything he's done,
well,
you know?
He drew attention to himself. You cannot...
He's been doing that.
You cannot be drawn to him.
In the end, he did what he's always loved to do. Be dramatic as fuck.
Well, he died as he lived, basically.
Yeah, being a drama queen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Drama king,
yeah. No, drama queen. He's a queen.
He's a queen.
He's a fucking queen. Zeto's the king. He's a queen. Okay.
Alright.
Anything else?
No, that's all for me.
So sorry again about not actually doing the cosplays. Fucking COVID. But I'm glad that we watched this. I'm glad that you guys have been with us since the beginning. I hope you enjoyed this reaction.
It was a roller coaster of emotion.
Yes, we already decided what was going to replace Code Geass. It's actually, you know, what's replacing Dororo and Code Geass. We're gonna watch Demon Slayer next.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start working on this right away, and I hope you'll be there for another reaction.
Yeah, so thanks you guys again for watching Code Geass with us. It was dramatic as fudge. But yeah, so see you then for the next show, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.